What's good, people? It's your man Chef from Off the Dome, back in for another video. Make sure you go ahead and click that like button, go ahead and subscribe, do all that stuff that everybody tells you guys to do, but I really appreciate when you guys do it because I'm a smaller channel, and one day my dream is to be a decent sized channel. Now, let's go ahead and get into it. Today we're talking about the Migos split. What do I think about it? First reaction. Now, Offset split away from the Migos. Now it's just Unk and Few, Quavo and Takeoff. Honestly, man, I've seen the theory that it's a publicity stunt. I see the theory that they just had a falling out, probably due to personal reasons. They'll get back together. I'm pretty sure I'm going with the latter. I don't think it's a publicity stunt. Migos are known to be publicity stunt type rappers, at least as far as I know. I've never seen them do no stuff like this. I wouldn't think they would do that, especially after being together as a group. They blew up in 2013. They've been rapping together, I think, since 2011, something like that. So definitely, I don't believe they would just do this as a publicity stunt to make the album sales go for the next album. Then again, you never know how desperate rappers get. I ain't gonna put it past them, but I'm strong that that's not the reason. Overall, I think them splitting, it's not going to last long. One, because QC still has them in contract. They were arguing about that 2 years ago in 2020. They probably still have to fulfill some albums because, believe it or not, Migos, I don't know how many albums they promised QC. Most deals seem like most artists promise about 5 to 7 albums. Because you saw with Drake, he released a shit ton of albums to get out that Cash Money contract. You see Kendrick, the TDE special. He's released, I believe, 5 studio album. We got Good Kid, Mad City, Tip Him, Bloodified, Damn. This newest one, and I think I'm missing one actually. Untitled Remastered, the Black Panther soundtrack with him and various artists. So yeah, Kendrick had released about 4 to 5, 6 albums. J. Cole still with Rock Nation. I don't know how long his deal is, but J. Cole has released about, I believe, 5 to 6 studio albums as well. So the Migos did have basically all the cultures. And I believe that's it, because I don't think Young Rich Nation, the album, was with QC. I believe that's with 300. So I think one or two things happen. Either Takeoff and Quavo are seriously trying to make this duo thing happen, which we're not in 2017, fellas. You guys did become household names. You guys were big rap stars. You guys still are recognizable names, but the days of hit singles and all that stuff is over. And the last album, Culture 3, did strong numbers off it being called Culture. If it was called anything else, the album probably did less than probably 80K. I don't want to say it'll flop like 20, 30K, but I don't think they could pull over 100K without it being called Culture. It's just part of a series of albums that people liked. Quavo and Takeoff together, I don't think that's something anybody wants to see at this point in the game. Like, no. And still, that's technically Migos in a lot of people's eyes, because there's been plenty of time they've done features, and as long as there's 2/3 of the Migos on the thing, they'll call it the Migos as a featuring. And how does QC feel about this? They definitely want these guys back together because, like it or not, people can say they fell off or not, but they're probably the second most important thing on that label. They have Little Baby, then it's Migos, then it's City Girls, then Lil Yachty, then Lady in Green, then so on and so forth. The Migos definitely have brought in a lot of revenue for QC. They kind of put QC on the map. They was always shouting out QC, ran the QC chains, all the good stuff. Lil Yachty, no. QC's biggest flop of all time. City Girls, no. They have hot TikTok challenges and singles, but they don't push album numbers like Lil Baby and Migos have. Lane Green, she probably won't get there. Her buzz happened in 2017. I don't think she's going to get to that superstar level. At this point, it's been about 5 years. Nice voice, though. Beautiful woman. You have Lil Baby, who definitely, I think, will surpass the Migos overall in like sales and singles and all that. And he has a more longevity because Lil Baby blew up in 2017 with My Dog. 2018 was his year. 2019 he had a good year. 2020 was definitely his year. Last year was a good year. This year looked like it's going to be nice. His next album probably do 200. And the Future did 222. Then I would say Lil Baby probably could do 240. Migos is never going to do more than that last one. They did 120. They better be thankful for that because it's not going to go up from there. Offset, let's talk about him real quick. Offset as a solo artist, that time has passed as well. He had the spotlight on him when he made Ric Flair Drip with 21 Savage with that collab album. He released a studio album. It had decent reviews. They said it was a decent album. I never listened to all the way through, but I've heard enough songs on shuffle through Spotify to know that personally the album isn't for me. None of the albums are for me. Like, I think that's why Takeoff's, Takeoff's my favorite Migo, but that thing, it did good the first 2 weeks and then it fell off the chart pretty much. Quavo's album, I actually listened to Quavo's album. I did, and I can tell you it was a boring album. Offset, from what I heard from singles and stuff throughout the years on shuffle and Spotify, not listening in any particular order, I can say that Offset music is probably the best, but it's not the best by far. Like, it's not a standout Justin Timberlake of the group. It's not a Sway Lee out of the Ray Scrimmer. It's not nothing like that. It's basically like this guy can do hooks and rap a little better, but overall, it's not something I want to listen to if it's not with somebody helping him out on a hook or somebody else rapping like him and 21 Savage going back and forth, or, that's what Offset. So, Offset, now, begs the question, will Offset be more commercially successful than Takeoff and Quavo by themselves? I would say yes. Just because Bad and Bougie, Offset was the main reason why that song blew up. His Raindrop Drop Top. Ric Flair Drip was his song. He was on Taste with Tyga. He had clout with Cardi B. Overall, I think Offset has had a better run as a lead artist than Quavo. Quavo has the big features. I'm the One, No Brainer. He has the attentions with Justin Bieber, the Script It Down. Quavo has the features. He's the hook master in 2017-18. But Offset, as a lead artist, I think has more upside than Takeoff and Quavo combined. But this late in the game, Offset, he wouldn't be doing the same 80 to 90K he did with his debut album. He would be doing more like 30 to 40K by himself. The Migos together could probably scrunch together 80K for another album before everybody loses complete interest in them. But let me know what you think. Do you think the separation of Migos is something that could be beneficial to both parties? Do you think they'll be getting back together soon, which is my hypothesis? QC's not going to allow them to be separated that long. Or do you think this is a good career move? Let Offset see what he can do as a rapper by himself, see if he becomes the biggest rapper in the game or a decent rapper, and see if Quavo and Takeoff can do something by themselves. I personally don't see it taking off like people wanted to, but we'll see what happens. Chef from Off the Dome, sign off. Peace.